They say vegetables are always good for you. But what if I told you that after 60, some of the very foods you believed were heart healthy could actually be raising your risk of stroke? It's hard to believe, isn't it? After all, we spent decades being told to eat more greens, add more color to your plate, and trust nature's food. But science, as it turns out, is rarely that simple. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll discover the surprising truth behind 9 everyday vegetables that can quietly disrupt your blood flow, strain your arteries, and over time increase your risk of a life-threatening stroke, even when you think you're eating healthy. And yes, the last one will absolutely surprise you, because it's a vegetable most seniors eat every single day, believing it's harmless. So don't skip ahead. The information you're about to hear could help protect your heart, your brain, and your future. It started with a story. A 72-year-old woman named Margaret came in for her routine checkup. Her blood pressure was steady. She walked every morning. She ate salads daily. But when her scan results came back, her doctor noticed something unsettling. Her arteries showed signs of narrowing, silent inflammation building beneath the surface. The doctor looked at her puzzled. "How's your diet?" he asked. Margaret smiled. "Oh, I eat healthy, doctor. Spinach, broccoli, garlic, carrots, everything natural." The doctor nodded slowly. He'd heard this before. Because the truth is, even natural foods can become dangerous when your body changes after 60. Now, before we continue, don't forget to tap subscribe and share this video. You might just save a life. The changing body after 60. After 60, your metabolism slows. Your kidneys filter more slowly. Your arteries lose some of their elasticity, and your blood becomes more sensitive to shifts in sodium, potassium, and certain compounds called oxalates and nitrates. And here's the key. Some vegetables that are packed with these healthy compounds in youth can quietly overload your system in later years. Let's begin where Margaret's story did, with her favorite superfood, spinach, the surprising oxalate trap. Spinach, the symbol of health, loaded with iron, magnesium, and vitamins. But few people know that spinach is also extremely high in oxalates, tiny compounds that combine with calcium and form crystals inside the kidneys and arteries. Dr. Keller, a vascular specialist, explains it this way. Oxalates are harmless in moderation. But in seniors, especially those with slower kidney function, they can accumulate, causing calcium buildup in blood vessels. Over time, this stiffness contributes to high blood pressure and stroke risk. Margaret had spinach smoothies every morning. To her surprise, her lab test showed elevated oxalate levels. Does this mean you should never touch spinach again? Of course not. But it does mean moderation and rotation are essential. Alternate spinach with low oxalate greens like kale, arugula, or cabbage. And if you steam your spinach and drain the water, you can remove almost half the oxalate content. Small habits can change everything. Broccoli, the blood-thickening effect. Next came broccoli, another perfect vegetable. But broccoli contains vitamin K, which thickens blood by promoting clotting. For younger people, that's not a big deal. But for seniors, especially those on blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, sudden increases in vitamin K can reduce the effectiveness of your medication, raising the risk of clot formation. Dr. Keller once told a patient, "Broccoli isn't the enemy. Inconsistency is. You can eat it, but don't swing between extremes. Keep your vitamin K intake steady." So the danger isn't broccoli itself, it's the imbalance. If you eat a lot of broccoli one week and none the next, your blood's consistency fluctuates, and that's when silent clots form. Romaine lettuce, the hidden bacteria hazard. Next on Margaret's list was her daily romaine salad. But here's the twist. Romaine lettuce is often linked to E. coli outbreaks, especially when washed improperly or stored too long. After 60, your immune system weakens. Even mild bacterial exposure that wouldn't faze you in your 30s can trigger inflammation that damages your blood vessels. So if you love lettuce, wash it thoroughly under running water and eat it fresh. Never keep it sitting in the fridge for days. Your heart and brain depend on clean nutrition, not just green nutrition. Carrots, the sugar illusion. Carrots are sweet, colorful, and full of beta-carotene. But what most seniors don't realize is that carrots have a high glycemic index. This means they raise blood sugar more quickly than you'd expect, especially when cooked. An elevated blood sugar can silently damage the lining of your arteries, making them more prone to plaque and clotting. Dr. Keller recalls, "One of my patients had perfect cholesterol but uncontrolled blood sugar spikes from healthy foods like carrots and corn. Her arteries didn't care how natural the sugar was. The lesson? Raw carrots in moderation are fine. But for seniors watching their vascular health, portion size and frequency matter more than ever." Garlic, the double-edged sword. Garlic is famous for heart health. It can lower cholesterol and blood pressure. But when overused, especially in supplement form, garlic can thin the blood too much, leading to internal bleeding or stroke during minor injuries. Margaret used garlic capsules daily, thinking more is better. Her blood tests later revealed prolonged clotting time. If you're already on blood thinners, always consult your doctor before adding garlic supplements. A little crushed clove in your meal? Perfect. But concentrated doses? Dangerous after 60. Balance is the real superpower. Onions, the silent blood pressure swing. Onions contain compounds that widen blood vessels and reduce inflammation. A great thing until your blood pressure medication interacts. Dr. Keller once explained to a patient, too much onion combined with certain BP drugs can cause unexpected drops in pressure, leading to dizziness or even fainting. That's how accidents happen. So if you're prone to lightheadedness, don't overload on raw onions. Sauté them gently, enjoy them in moderation, and never underestimate their potency. Corn, the inflammatory trigger. Now let's talk about corn, a staple in so many senior diets. Corn feels safe, comforting, familiar. But it's also high in omega-6 fatty acids, which can create inflammation when not balanced by omega-3s. That inflammation doesn't just hurt your joints, it also stiffens arteries, increasing stroke risk. And if it's processed corn, corn flakes, popcorn, corn syrup, the damage compounds. Margaret switched from toast to corn flakes to eat lighter, but ended up spiking her blood sugar and inflammation simultaneously. The truth? Whole, fresh corn occasionally is fine. But daily processed corn-based foods? That's a slow recipe for trouble. Asparagus, the salt factor. Few people know that canned or frozen asparagus often hides added sodium for preservation. For seniors managing blood pressure, sodium overload silently thickens blood and stresses the heart. If you enjoy asparagus, buy it fresh and steam it lightly. Your arteries will thank you for the simplicity. Tomatoes, the acidic surprise. And finally, the one vegetable most seniors eat daily, tomatoes. Whether in sauces, soups, or salads, tomatoes seem innocent. But here's the twist. Tomatoes are acidic and rich in a compound called tyramine, which can constrict blood vessels and trigger headaches or even mini-strokes in sensitive individuals. If you've noticed dizziness or pounding after eating tomato-heavy meals, your body might be warning you. Dr. Keller told Margaret, tomatoes aren't bad, but your arteries are more reactive now. Listen to the signals your body sends. And that's the awareness, the turning point. When Margaret adjusted her diet, not by giving up vegetables, but by understanding them, something remarkable happened. Her inflammation markers dropped. Her blood pressure stabilized. Her energy returned. The solution wasn't fear. It was wisdom. Because what saves you after 60 isn't eating more or less. It's eating smarter. If you found even one of these facts surprising, imagine how many seniors out there have no idea. So before we continue, don't forget to tap subscribe and share this video. You might just save a life. Wrapping wisdom, how to protect yourself. Here's what Dr. Keller now tells every patient over 60. 1. Rotate your greens. Don't eat the same ones daily. 2. Steam or cook high oxalate veggies. 3. Keep sodium and vitamin K intake consistent. 4. Balance omega-6 with omega-3s. Think walnuts, flaxseed, or fish oil. 5. Listen to your body. Dizziness, headaches, or pressure changes aren't random. They're clues. Your body speaks softly at first. Learn to listen before it has to shout. The hopeful ending. So no, vegetables are not your enemy. They're still the gifts of nature, but like all gifts, they must be opened wisely. After 60, your body is a masterpiece that requires balance, awareness, and care. Each meal you eat is either building a bridge toward health or slowly eroding it. Margaret learned that, and so can you. You are not powerless. You are not too old to change. Every small choice, every balanced plate, is an act of self-respect. Take this knowledge, protect your heart, protect your mind, and never stop learning. Because wisdom isn't about fear, it's about freedom.